Hello everyone, welcome to the webinar. Today's session will be on the topic aligning IT monitoring metrics and business KPIs using advanced analytics. Let's dive straight into the webinar. Here's a brief agenda of what you can expect as we progress through this webinar. We'll start with a quick introduction, look into some critical aspects of why businesses should align their IT metrics and business KPIs, different ways of how you can achieve it. And finally, as we close, we'll do a quick recap. Let's head straight into the spotlight for the day. Here's a quick introduction to the IT Business Collaborative Framework. Let us take a few minutes to understand the importance of aligning your IT efforts with your business goals. For this, I'm going to take the help of our IT Business Collaboration Framework. One of the key priorities for any business is to achieve its set strategic goals. As IT teams and as IT managers, there are two major aspects of achieving this. One, your IT monitoring efforts, and two, your business efforts. Amidst the pandemic, organizations are heavily augmenting technology to keep their operations alive. That can further expand the IT monitoring efforts bubble, which will in turn alter the area that defines the strategic goal. This might cause an imbalance to the entire ecosystem. Hence, it is important to align your IT efforts with your set business goals. In the next few slides, we'll look at some interesting and critical IT metrics and see how they can be viewed and consumed by businesses in two different ways. For the purpose of this webinar, we've taken an example of a website as an entity. There are critical metrics that an organization has to keep an eye out for to ensure the websites are performing optimally. But for demonstration purposes, we have chosen the following four metrics and we'll try to demonstrate two different ways businesses can align these IT metrics with their business goals. One of the demonstrations will be taking the embedded route, where users can see and compare IT metrics from within Site 24/7 alongside analytical data. And the other, an integrated route, where users can view the data using the powerful integration of Site 24/7 and Zoho Analytics, which can be consumed within the Zoho Analytics view. With this, let's elaborate on the first metric chosen for our demonstration, which is availability. In today's dynamic, digitized environment, slow is the new down, and businesses need to be able to maintain a high availability and fast response times for their services and websites, no matter where the end user is. A website is the face of any business and is the very first interaction a customer has with a brand. And it's all the more important to ensure that the website is always available. Any issues with website availability will have a direct impact on customer goodwill and opens the door for negative banding on social media. And in today's highly socialized culture, word of mouth spreads faster than light. With customers becoming more social every day, any downtime can have a serious damaging effect on the brand name and reputation. We have seen in the past, time and again, how major brands have suffered outages and have had negative impact in social media. When users share their grievances of not being able to connect to a website, all hell breaks loose and it's the brand name that takes a beating. Here are a few screen grabs of tweets from the past when websites like Microsoft and Facebook were down and customers taking to Twitter to share their grievances. For a business, it's highly critical to have a clear insight on the availability of the website and its related impact on social media side by side in a single place. This is where Site 24/7 comes into the picture. With Site 24/7's powerful dashboard, you can get deep insights into critical website availability metrics and see if the unavailability of a particular website has resulted in brand mentions in context of its availability on social media platforms. Now let's see this in real time in the Site 24/7 web client. What you're seeing here is the unified Site 24/7 dashboard, which I had mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, from where you can monitor your entire IT infrastructure from a single view, like your website, your application, your servers, your cloud instances, and your network, just to name a few. What I'll now do is I'll quickly head over to a website monitor that I have configured in this account for demonstration purposes. I go to the Web tab and click on the specific monitor. As highlighted in the previous slides, with Site 24/7, you can get deep insights into the availability and performance of the website. The summary page lists out the overall availability of the website and the average response time. You can get further visibility into the response time in context of DNS time, first byte time, connection time, and download time. And as you scroll down, you can get a quick insight into the availability of your website from different locations and also see the response time from each specific location. Here, I'd like to add that you can monitor your websites from over 110 locations globally. Now, for the purposes of this demo, I have integrated Zoho Analytics to my Site 24/7 account and have created a customized dashboard that will give you a side-by-side view of the availability of a website and the corresponding social media report. This was the report that I just mentioned a few seconds ago. Now I'll quickly show you how you can create such a dashboard. So all you have to do is, from the choose a widget category, select the availability widget. And once you do this, you select the monitor type. A monitor is any IT resource that you choose to monitor in the Site 24/7 dashboard. You can group similar monitors and create monitor groups. So for the purposes of this demo, I'll select monitor and choose the respective monitor that you want to generate the report for. And once you've done with the selection, all you have to do is drag and drop the availability chart to the right side of the screen. Here, I'd like to emphasize that the availability report is a native report from Site 24/7. Similarly, to configure the Twitter dashboard, all you have to do is select Advanced Analytics from the Choose a Widget category. So I have to head down to Advanced Analytics, and you have a list of options that are listed. So all you have to do is select the appropriate widget. In our case, I'll select the Twitter handle mentions trend, drag and drop it side by side, and voila, your dashboard is ready. So in this example, what you clearly see is that there is a downtime in the website from 26th June until the 29th June. So if you see the corresponding social media trend, so there has been a spike in the Twitter mentions during the same period. So let's pick up a spike on the 29th of June, and I drill down to hashtags. And when I do that, you get to see how customers have been tweeting about your brand and what are the kind of hashtags they've been using. So in this case, Zilker outage has been mentioned 16 times on Twitter. So with this kind of report, businesses are equipped with the IT metric of website availability and the business KPI of brand reputation. Coming back to our presentation, let's now move to the other metric example. We'll now look into the criticality of the performance metric in context of a website. Needless to say, any degradation in website performance directly results in how end users perceive the brand to be. Plus, Google uses website page load time as a significant factor in determining a site's search engine ranking. Nobody wants to wait, and the loading screen is perceived as one of the most annoying screens a user gets to see when they want to interact with a website. And a suggestive report states that a 2-second delay during a sales transaction results in bounce rates of up to 87%. You surely not want that. With Site 24/7's intuitive website performance insights, it's easy to analyze how your website is performing over a period of time and if a particular performance issue has resulted in customers bouncing off the website. Let's take a look at this side-by-side report in the Site 24/7 web client. Now coming back to the Site 24/7 dashboard, as mentioned earlier, I'll pick up the performance dashboard that I've created for the purposes of this demo. To create such an intuitive report, all you have to do is choose Advanced Analytics widget from the Choose Widget category. And like last time, just search for the particular report and drag and drop it to the right side of the screen. The world map widget that you see on the left is Site 24/7's data fetched by Zoho Analytics that you can see embedded in the Site 24/7 client. And similarly, to get an insight on the bounce rates, all you have to do is search from the list of widgets available and drag and drop it to the right side of the screen. So once you do it, your dashboard is ready. Now, for the purpose of this example, we'll quickly take a look at how the response time affects the bounce rate. Now, if you see here in India, there is a response time of 5.3 seconds for a website. And if you see the corresponding bounce rate, it shows 61%. So this is the kind of a report that is useful for any business to optimize the website performance from a particular geo that has high response time and reduce bounce rates for better customer experience. So until now, we've seen the importance of availability and the performance metrics and how both of these metrics can be viewed from within the Site 24/7 web client. With that, I pass on the session to Ashwin to cover the other two metrics.
Thank you very much, Zahir. I'm going to take the next few minutes to illustrate how you can align the other two IT metrics with your business efforts through the powerful integration between Site 24/7 and Zoho Analytics. So let's get started with the outage metric. I'm sure you would agree with me if I say that we live in a hyper-competitive business environment, and anything and everything that you see around you has alternatives, and businesses are certainly no exceptions to that. Now, the key to retaining your customers lies in fulfilling their needs. Now, as a business, you might have 100 things to do to fulfill your customers' needs, and you end up doing 99 of it, and you miss out on that one. Now, that can hurt your business, and outages are certainly no exceptions to that. By maintaining a high outage rate, your businesses can experience high churn rates, and that can impact your revenues. Now, the IT analyst firms across the globe project or estimate that on an average, businesses lose anywhere between $84,000 to $108,000 for every hour of IT system downtime. Now, as businesses, these are numbers that cannot be ignored. So, using the advanced analytics, that's by integrating your Site 24/7 account with Zoho Analytics, let's see how you can align the outage metric with your business efforts. So for that, I want to take you to Zoho Analytics. So this is the landing page of Zoho Analytics. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to explain to you the technical prerequisite for this analysis. Like I said before, you should have integrated your Site 24/7 account with Zoho Analytics account, and that can be done in a few simple steps. So I'm not going to get into the details. So when you have this integration in place, a workspace gets created in Zoho Analytics, and this is the workspace that has just got created because of the integration between my Site 24/7 account and Zoho Analytics account. So I'm going to click on that and show you how the different modules from your Site 24/7 account has got imported into Zoho Analytics in the form of tables, and these are available under the Data tab found here on the left-hand side control panel. So as you can see, your different modules are available within Zoho Analytics in the form of tables. And I'm going to open one table for you to show you how the different fields within that particular module has got captured in the form of columns. So as a thumb rule, your modules from Site 24/7 gets imported into Zoho Analytics in the form of a table, and the fields within the modules get imported in the form of columns. All right, with a quick explanation, I would also like to show you the pre-built reports and dashboards. Now, once you have this integration in place, Zoho Analytics offers you more than 100 plus pre-built reports and dashboards. This means you don't have to deploy a resource or spend your time in trying to build these reports, but they're available as a default offering as an outcome of this integration. And you can access these pre-built reports by clicking on the dashboards tab here. And also you can access the pre-built reports by clicking on the reports tab right here. All right, getting back to our subject of how you can align your outage metrics with your business goals. This is probably your starting point. Now, Zoho Analytics has fetched this data from a subscription platform, And we have analyzed the subscription trends over the period of 6 months as against the cancellation trends for the same period. As you can see, for the month of April, your subscriptions have taken a hit. It's as low as 250, whereas your cancellations have also spiked. It's clocked 63, which is double of what it was for the month of March. Now, as IT managers and as IT teams, what can you do to make sure that you play your part in keeping a healthy subscription rate and to pull down the cancellations? Now, if you were to analyze your outages and your subscriptions and cancellations side by side, probably that will give you some powerful insights on how the outages are causing or impacting your businesses. So I'm going to quickly build a dashboard for you where you can analyze these two metrics, that's the subscriptions and the outages side by side, to understand how it impacts your business. So you click on create and I click dashboard. In here, I'm going to drag and drop the subscription versus cancellations report. And I'm going to have the outage count report as well. That's it. You have it on the screen. So as you can see, for the month of April, your outages counts have gone up to 31, and that has impacted your subscriptions. You can see that your subscriptions have fallen to 250 and your cancellations have gone up to 63. So by being able to fetch data from multiple sources, like from your subscription application and also from your Site 24/7 account, you're able to assess the business impact of your IT metrics at a high level, and that's what you're seeing here on the screen. So as IT managers and as IT teams, it's important to keep your outages low. Thereby, you're able to satisfy your customers, retain them, and keep a good revenue flowing into your organization. All right, so we just saw how outages can be aligned to your business goals. Let's move to the next metric, and that's alarms. Well, IT teams and IT managers should be proactive. It's as straightforward as that. Now, it's important to stay ahead of the curve. As IT managers and our IT teams, it's always important to expect the unexpected. Now, to be well prepared, it's important to have end-to-end insights of everything that's working or everything that's operating within your IT framework. Now, if you're able to get to there, if you're able to have a holistic view of what's happening within your IT framework, you'll be in a better position to correlate and also get to the problems much faster and much quicker. And thereby that will enable you to realign your IT resources to achieve your business goals. Now, that's probably a high level of seeing it. Now, let's use the combination of Site 24/7 and Zoho Analytics to find out how you can be proactive in trying to align your IT metrics, that's especially the alarms, that's what we're talking about, with your business goals. So for that, I'm switching back to Zoho Analytics. So this might be your go-to dashboard to find out how you can align the alarms metric with your business goals. So as you can see here, this dashboard has the critical KPIs, for example, the alarms count, the outages count, the tickets, and the escalations docked here in the form of widgets. Now, these are the KPIs that any IT manager would be interested to keep track of. Scrolling further down, you have two reports here. The one on the left-hand side has analyzed your ticket flows in the form of a heat map to help you find out which day of the week and which hour of the day you're experiencing the maximum tickets. Now, like the previous example, once again, Zoho Analytics has fetched this data from your IT help desk, and you've been now able to analyze that data as against the data from your Site 24/7 account, and that's the alarms data that you see on the right-hand side. So this report here has visually analyzed your alarms in the form of a heat map and has plotted which hour of the day and which day of the week you're experiencing the maximum number of alarms. Now let me quickly filter the ticket flows for you, and let's quickly find out which days of the week and which hours of the day you're experiencing the highest tickets inflow. You have it right there. Probably I'll stick to the 150 threshold. So as you can see, the 12th hour of the 4 days of the week are the times where you're experiencing the highest ticket inflows. Now, subsequently, as IT managers, you might want to try and correlate that with your alarms. And let me quickly filter that for you. And you can see that your alarms are also getting triggered on the 11th and on the 12th hour of the days. Well, that probably gives you some insights on how your ticket flows are getting impacted by the alarms. Now, that will help you to realign your IT resources to make sure that you're in a better position to tackle these. Now, as IT managers and IT teams, is this insight sufficient? To be proactive, it's always good to know what's been happening in the past so that you take proactive measures and keep yourself equipped to manage anything that pops up in your IT domain. Now, to do that, I might be more interested to understand the reasons for these alarms. So I'm going to just drill into the highest alarm count and find out what has been the reason for alarms as high as 311. So I click on that and I say drill down by, and I want to understand the reasons. All right, you have it there. And maybe I might want to visually analyze this differently. So that can give me a better understanding of the parameters. And as you can see, the response timeout has been the predominant reason for your highest alarm counts. Well, so this report or this analysis that you see here helps you to correlate between two different metrics, your business metrics and your IT metrics, and helps you understand how you can align your IT metrics with your business goals. All right. So I would like to talk about one more aspect, and if you're MSP, probably this might be of interest to you. Now, Zoho Analytics and Site 24/7 has the ability to help you consolidate your key metrics across all your customers, and you can have one single vantage point to analyze, monitor, and track these metrics. So I'm going to show you a Msp Overview Dashboard. For this example, this particular MSP has 3 customers. One's ABC Technologies, FinePick, and also Zilka. As you can see, all the essential metrics are consolidated, and you can keep track of all your customers right from one single place, and that's the MSP dashboard that you're seeing now. Now, for MSPs, your key metrics such as alarm duration, alarms count, most alarms duration, customer count, most alarm monitor, and a lot more are available here in the form of widgets, and you don't have to spend time in trying to get them. You have it right there. Not just that, you can also add more KPIs in the form of widgets to keep track of all your customers. As you scroll further down, you can see how the alarms count has been broken down by customer. You have the alarms duration also broken down by customer. And Zoho Analytics and Site 24/7 gives you the ability to analyze your key metrics for all your customers in different ways. Now, this gives you one single source of truth of all that's happening across your customers. And if you're an MSP, this is something that you should really be looking at. All right, on top of all that, Zoho Analytics enables you to empower your teams by having these reports and dashboards shared with them. All you got to do is just click on share and click the share this view. and the share wizard pops up. You can just key in your colleague's email ID, and the fine-grained access controls gives you the ability to define what your teams should be seeing or should be doing and what they shouldn't be. So you can go granular at a table level, or probably inside 24/7 parlance at a module level, and you can choose the different fields that you want your teams to uh, uh, gain access to, or you can also restrict them from accessing few of these fields, and you just click OK, and you get back, and you can just simply share this dashboard. Now, as IT teams and as IT managers, you might want to have these reports and dashboards embedded in the context of your workflow. You can do that by clicking the share button, and you can click on embed. And Zoho Analytics gives you a iframe link, and you can just copy it and have it embedded within your websites, or maybe your web pages, or even within your applications. In case you want to have these reports up in the form of slideshows on big screens, you don't have to export it anywhere. You can just click on share, and you can choose the slideshow option. And all you got to do is just create the slideshow by choosing the relevant reports and dashboards that you want to have on the slideshow, and you can just save them. And once you get the link, you can just put them inside the address bar of any browser, and you can get your slideshows up and running on big screens in no time. So this is the link that I was referring to. All right. So with that, we come to the end of the fourth metric. So I'm switching back to the presentation. So we got started with the IT business collaboration framework, where we understood the importance of aligning your IT metrics with your business goals in order to achieve the strategic initiatives by any business. And then we got a little deeper, where we picked 4 metrics, those that you see on the screen, and using the 2 routes, one by using the core analytical capabilities of Site 24/7, where Zoho Analytics was embedded in Site 24/7, to demonstrate how the first 2 metrics can be aligned with your business goals. And then we moved on to the last 2 metrics, where we saw how the powerful integration between Site 24/7 and Zoho Analytics could help you align the last 2 metrics with your business goals. So as far as availability was concerned, we saw how the availability of your websites can have a positive impact on your brand reputation. And when your availability percentages are low, it has a direct impact on your brand reputation. Then we moved on to performance, where we said high performance rates helps you keep your bounce rates low, whereas low performance of websites boosts your bounce rates, and finally leading to a loss of customers. Then we moved on to outages, where we understood how outages could lead to increase in churn rates that could impact your revenues. And then finally, we closed the webinar with alarms, where we said how teams could be proactive in understanding the alarms to realign or optimize their IT resources. So we welcome you to explore our products and see how you can align your IT metrics with your business objectives or efforts. Now, with that, I thank everyone for staying with us throughout this webinar, and you can reach out to us anytime. You saw the email IDs there on the screen. Thank you very much, and have a great day.